Hello everyone and welcome to our mini homestead. This is our second video about processing and cutting the rabbit, preparing the meat to go in the freezer. Today we're going to share with you a few tips that I learned in the last 2 years when I come to cut the rabbits uh, uh, to make it easier for cooking, easier for eating, and even easier to cut it. It may take a little bit of time because I'm doing something different than other people who process and cut rabbits for meat. But we found that is better for us. It works better for us when we come to eat it. So I would share that with you. Okay. To start cutting the rabbits, we're gonna start with the front legs, and you can, same as you probably saw in different videos, you find the bone that's here, and you go underneath it, and you start cutting. It comes, you don't need to cut any, to break any bones or anything. It comes like that. The second front leg, same way. Here is the bone, go underneath the bone, or from the other side, and from this side is easier because you can locate the bone easier. That's the second leg. If you have any little bit of fat, you clean it. This is an older rabbit. It was 16 weeks old, so it has a little bit of fat on it. Clean that. Then we move to the back legs, and you locate the spine, and you go right between the spine. There is also a bone here that you need to locate it and go underneath it, right here. Clean the fat. Good piece. The second leg. Here is the bone. You go underneath it. Now the flaps, you find the very end of the cages, the rib cages, and you go after that. You go second flap, some fat, now there is a bone here that you need to, it's right here. When you're going, it's gonna hit the knife, you find it and you go beyond it and you continue. And now here, that's what I do different than other videos that I watched. The back, obviously there is some fat here that I need to remove, so let me take care of that first. Sometimes it comes off even without using the knife. Most videos I watched, they break it to 3 pieces or 2 pieces. They break the spine and you have pieces this way. And I don't like to have the spine within the meat while I was eating it. It is not a very good way to eat your meat while you have a lot of small pieces in there that you need to watch for. So there is a muscle here in this rabbit. It's kind of large and it is attached to the back one. On the smaller rabbit, it comes off, so you can just take it off, and it's gonna be small. You can add it to any kind of meat or meal you're doing, you're cooking. But I'm going with the tip of the knife between these 2 pieces and the spine. I'm gonna flip it over and do the same. Try to make a small separation between the meat and the spine on both sides. It takes more time than just breaking the back to 2 or 3 pieces. However, it comes out here better. Now here is the last rib. You go with the rib. and then you make your way. There is pieces of bone sticking out this direction on here and this direction, so it's against what you're cutting, so the knife will come into these. So every time I come to one of these, I'm not sure if I can show you, but I will move the knife above that piece of bone until I hit the next one, and I go above it, and so on. There is meat left over here, but it's going to be left over when you eat it anyway, because you're not going to be able to reach it. But this way, you have a very large, and this is very delicious. This is very good. The time didn't help us. So anyway, I'm going to do the other piece of the back the same way. Find the last rib. The last rib is here. Now, when you're working on this side, which is, if the rabbit is this way, is the right side, looking at the back, at the rabbit from the back, those bone pieces that sticking out are closer to you. When you're working on the left side, these bone pieces are further from you to find them. So that's way, just a tip how to find these bone pieces. So you cut alongside with them. So you hit the bone, you go beyond the bone and cut again till you hit the bone. Here is the bone, you cut behind it until you get to this next one, and so on. And this is the muscle that I was telling you about, that sometimes it comes by itself. But it's, because this is an older rabbit, it's still attached here. So let's just take some fat out. That's the second part, the second side of the back. This is what's left. Now for us, we don't do anything with this. You can use it for bone broth or whatever. But what we do is we just throw this to the chicken and they will nibble on it, and it's a very good source of protein for them. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video and very informative. You can cut the rabbits many different ways, and the way works for you. I'm just showing you what works for us and how we do it. Please subscribe, like, and share. Hit the bell, you get notified for future videos. God bless you and see you next time.